Hello, my loves. I really suck at being consistent with this YouTube stuff. TikTok is nothing, Instagram is nothing. But YouTube is my oldest platform and it still takes me so effing long to just be consistent, but I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna do better. I can't guarantee that. I'm definitely gonna do better, but anyways. So I just want to come on here, do a little get ready with me, update you guys, and just chit chat. Y'all already know the vibes. I just have things I want to say. I just have things that I want to say. If you hear the fan in the background, you don't mind your business, you know? So I wanted to do like a bridal glam look, but I have a lot of things to do and I'm kind of on a time crunch, unfortunately. So I'm gonna do something similar to it, but still keep it light, like an everyday kind of look. Give it that kind of vibe. I hope this lighting is good. Update on my skin. It's been doing a lot better. So I'm super grateful for that. By the grace of God, my skin is doing a lot better. I can feel the changes. Like, I know when my hormones are acting up. I know when I'm gonna get acne. And I know when my hormones are feeling like a lot more regulated. So that's a good thing. So I've been working, of course. I'm still working. Not like that's something that we want to do. It's not that I don't want to work. Like, I'm grateful for my job, okay? I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for my job, the flexibility, everything about it. I'm grateful for it. But it's like, can I just get to where I'm headed already, you know? Like, can we just, can I be rich? Please, now. Thanks. Like, I just want to be able to help my loved ones, like my mom. Like, I just want to repay her for all her hard work. And she tells me all the time, like, you don't have to repay me for anything. And I'm like, bitch, I don't care. Like, you deserve the fuck. How much does the earth cost? I want to buy you the earth now, today, right now. But yeah, I just want to be able to help my loved ones, my friends, like my relatives, and I just want to be able to like help people. Like, it's not really just a me thing. Of course, I want to shop and I want to have fun and I want to travel and like pay for dinners and all this fun shit with my homegirls. But it's more of like, I just want to help. Like, I just want to help my family. Like, I have loved ones that are in the Dominican Republic and I just want to like be able to help them and just like at least like I have younger like cousins and stuff and I just want to like put them in school and just like uplift them and help them as much as I can, you know? Little shit like that, like it would just help a lot. So, but God's timing, God's will, you know? No rush. When the time is right, when I'm ready for it. But anyways, guys, so what's been up with my life? So yeah, I've been working out. I've been working out consistently once a week. I'm not gonna say I've been working out every day. Don't get too hype. But I've been working out like once a week, every week for the past, I'm gonna say 4 or 5 weeks. And I'm getting to a point where, by the grace of God, I feel like comfortable enough, I'm gonna say, to like add another extra consistent day to my routine. Because this is what I do. I realize that I'm just one of those people. I'm either all in or all out, which is a bad thing. And the reason why I say it's a bad thing for me personally is because I feel like I have the willpower and the strength to be like, I'm going all out. I'm gonna work out every fucking day, 5 times a week. I'm gonna like go hard and I'm gonna see results. But then I noticed that when I do go cold turkey and I go all into things like that, I burn out easily and my mental health just kind of doesn't like feel the best. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna do one day a week that I'm gonna stick to no matter what. I'm gonna make sure I get that one day in no matter what. And I've been feeling really good about the one day that I've been doing consistently. So I'm like, you know what? Let's add another day. Anyways, I've been, it's giving Edward Cullen right now. Oof. Anyways, so I've been getting into this routine where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna start the morning off with like fruits and protein. So like I'm doing like boiled eggs in the morning. And they actually like hold me up for a while, which is good. I noticed that I have a problem where I just be eating to eat. Like, I don't really be hungry. I just be eating to eat. So I'm trying to like start training myself to only eat when I'm hungry, but also eating like nutritious meals. You know what I'm saying? Like not just rice and beans all fucking day. Like, hello? What else? Let me think. Family is good. Friends are good. I have a wedding to go to in August, and I'm like, I mean, it's a reason to live, you know? Like, I'm glad I have a wedding to go to because it's like a reason to keep going. It's like, okay, I have this event in August. I have a couple of months. Like, I have a reason to keep going, you know? But the fact that I actually have to like find an outfit, how am I gonna do my makeup, like it's a lot. And I want to look good for the wedding too. Like I want to look good, like, so I'm just kind of stressed about that. And what other events do I have? I don't think I have anything else. My friend's birthday's in May. This bitch was talking about, oh, let's go somewhere, let's go to Europe or something. And I told her, this was months ago, mind you, this was months ago. And I told her, I was like, bro, if you're trying to go away, we need to start figuring that out now. Y'all, it is February 12th. Ask me if the bitch has told me anything about the trip in May. Nothing. So if she thinks I'm leaving the country in May, she got another thing coming, because no. You didn't tell me with time. We're not doing this. It's February and you still haven't talked to me about what you want to do for your birthday. No. But I probably still am gonna end up seeing her because I just love her so much. But going to Europe in May and it's February and we still haven't got the tickets, yeah, nah. What else is going on? I was talking to this guy. I have to talk about this. I have to talk about this because as I'm learning, this is Elf, by the way. As I'm learning and growing and blossoming and turning into the woman that the man I pray for prays for. Yes, I say that corny shit all the time because it's so real. It's so real. Also, last night I was thinking to myself, and I was like, honestly, if being married and like having a partner is not in the books for me, that's fine. But like, can I know now? Like this is what I was telling God. I was like, look, I know based off of TikTok comments and TikTok videos that allegedly not everyone is meant to have a partner, like a God-ordained person. So I'm like, if I'm one of them, it's fine. Like, it's not a big deal. But do you mind just like letting me know with time so that I don't continue to like imagine this ideal man and pray for this ideal person and like try to like, you know, become a better woman for a good man when whole time that's not even in the playbook for me? You get what I'm saying? Like, what if you just, I don't know, maybe like showed up right now and was like, hey, I'm God and you're not gonna be married, so yeah, this is the life path that I have for you. Actually, I'm totally fine with it. Like, I'm not saying that it needs to be I need to get married or anything, but I just want to kind of know so I can just let that go. You know what I'm saying? Talking to this guy or whatever, and we matched on Hinge because I've been on the dating app streets, which honestly I've been having a ball. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I've been having a ball on the dating app streets, but I'm done because, not because I'm like discouraged or anything, but I just kind of want to start meeting people more organically. I feel like I'm depending too much on social media for social interactions. And I'm like, you know what? Like, I'm just going to focus on social media for work and obviously like a hobby to me. You know, I love you guys. I love making these videos. But I'm like, as far as like dating and like making friends and stuff, I kind of just want to meet people in real life, you know? So that'll force me to like actually go outside. Because all I do is work home, work home, work home, work home, work home, work home. And that's not really a healthy like life work balance. You get what I'm saying? So I'm like, whatevs. What am I doing right now? Okay, anyways, sorry. Oh, I didn't even blend this out. So we met on like Hinge and everything, and it was okay. Like okay, I gotta choose my words wisely because I don't want to like shit on anyone. And I really want to talk about this experience because I learned so much about myself throughout this, and I'm so proud of myself, like the way I handled things, the way I trusted my discernment. Like the Holy Spirit was speaking to me, and I was like, I'm not gonna ignore this. I'm not ignoring this anymore, you know. Whatchamacallit, so this guy, right, he was completely different than what the type of guys that I usually date, which is a good thing. I'm not trying to date the same shit. You get what I'm saying? Like, I already dated a certain kind of guy. Like, now that I think about it, now that I deadass think about it, like, I've dated strictly Caribbean men for a while. Now that I'm thinking about it, but this is me, right? I'm not one of those dumbass bitches that goes after what doesn't want them. Why would I do that kind of disservice to myself? I'm only attracted to what's attracted to me. So if the only type of guys that are like actually like actively trying to pursue me are Caribbean, then that's what the fuck I'm going for, the Caribbeans. You feel what I'm saying? But this guy was on a completely different side of the world, bitch. Like, completely different side of the world. So I was like, okay, period. I'm on tour, period. I'm on a world tour. Mrs. Worldwide, that's really my name right now. So I was excited. I was like, okay, this is different. This is exciting. So, because, you know, when you Caribbean and you know how Caribbean men roll, you don't even believe anything they say from the beginning. You're just like, you're a piece of shit. I already know. Like, let's just bang this out. Let's just have fun. Like, it is what it is. Like, I already know you have a family in fucking Jamaica. And I already know you have, like, 3 wives in Haiti. And I already know you have another fucking family in DR. Like, it's just, this is not going anywhere serious. Like, I already know. But this guy is, like, on a whole other side of the world. And I'm like, ugh! Exciting. So boom, right? I'm like, okay, period. So whatchamacallit, so we start talking or whatever, and we instantly click. That's one of the things I love that is so delicious to me. Like, I love when I start talking to a guy and we instantly are both like just on it, like bouncing off of each other, but like in a good way, you know? So as soon as we started talking, it was like a good vibe. And I was like, oh, hell yeah. So, and this is like for the first time in a long time that I've consistently like texted someone like every day. I haven't done that like in a very fucking long time. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. So I was like, okay, fun. Now, I wasn't getting my hopes up or anything. Like, I wasn't like, oh my God, this is gonna be my boyfriend. This is my man. No, I was just enjoying him for the moment. The vibe is good for now. Let's see where it goes. And what I loved was that we were bonding, and right off the bat, he's like, oh, like, I'm trying to take you out, whatever, like, let's figure this out. I love that. Like, in the middle of us bonding, he's like, by the way, date plans, like, let's figure this out. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so wet. So whatever, we go on our first date, and the first date was fun. It was a vibe. We had a good time. It was on a good day too. Like, I love intimate dates. Like, I love dim lighting. I love when there's barely anyone there. I love going out on a weekday. Like, it's barely anyone there. It's just you and I focused on each other. Like, I love that. I love that. It's so intimate, so seductive. So whatever, we met up or whatever, we went out, and it was a vibe, and I was like, okay, period. And he got me flowers, and I was like, okay, period. So then he kissed me, which I don't know if y'all know this about me, and y'all gonna find out now. Like, I don't fucking like to kiss. Like, it's like an insecurity of mine. Like, I feel like the first initial kiss is such a, like, it's too intimate, it's too serious, it's too much of a big deal. Like, if the first kiss is not right, like, we're fucked. Like, we're not going anywhere. Like, the relationship is fucking over. So boom, right? He like kissed me, but the way he did it, he was so slick. He was walking me to my Uber, and he opened the door for me, and then he just, like, it was just quick. Like, I was like, oh shit, okay. So I just kissed him back, whatever. And then he just like puts me in the car, passes me the flowers, whatever. I go home. So whatever, I go home or whatever. We're still texting consistently, and then we ended up planning a trip. So we ended up going away. That was fun. And then Valentine's Day is getting closer. The thing with Valentine's Day, right, is like, I didn't know that someone had to ask you to be your Valentine, and then you guys start, and then like on Valentine's Day y'all do something. I thought it was just like, if you're dating someone, like that's your Valentine. You know what I'm saying? I didn't really know the Valentine's rules, my bad. But whatever, he asked me to be his Valentine with like flowers and all this other shit. And then whoa, I want that to go right there like that. Yeah. So he asked me to be his Valentine, and I was like, hell yeah. And then whatever, so we had plans for like Valentine's Day, and then we also had another trip, bitch. We had another trip planned, which we did end up going to as well. But the red flags started coming in. Since the beginning, I got like vibes that it was just not gonna work. Like I kind of already knew that this wasn't going anywhere for real. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I already kind of knew that in my heart of hearts, but there were so many things about him that I really truly enjoyed and that felt so refreshing and was so much fun that I was just like, I love our bond, I love our chemistry, and I was like, I want to keep talking to this person, but like if the red flags keep like coming up, then I'm gonna have no choice, you know, it's gonna like force my hand. So it's getting closer to like Valentine's Day or whatever, and I'm just noticing like weird things. Like first, like he was following too many fucking people. Like, are you a fucking girl's girl or something? Like I don't even follow that many bitches. Why do you follow so many bitches? And not just that, bitches were following him back. So I was like, I'm not jacking this. Like, I'm sorry. Like, I don't want no thirst bucket. I'm sorry. I don't want no I don't care if the bitches follow you back. Like, you're weird. You're a thirst bucket. Like, so that was kind of throwing me off. And one of the things that I did like about him was that he just let me be myself. Like, I would say whatever the fuck I felt in the moment, and he was just like, okay. Like, I just love, that's my type. Like, when y'all ask me what's my type is a man that's gonna shut the fuck up and just nod. I just want a man that's gonna shut the fuck up, smile, and nod. That's it. Like, just let me say whatever the fuck I want to say in the moment. Let me do whatever the fuck I want to do in the moment, and just pull out your fucking credit card and shut the fuck up. Like, oh my god, like, why is it so difficult? Why is that so difficult for y'all? But anyways, so that's one of the things I liked about him. Like, he was like, yeah, I'll pay and I'll do this and I'll do that, and he was just nod and smile, and that shit just turned me on. Like, it's such a turn on. Like, it didn't even make me want to take advantage of him. Like, I'm not one of those girls. I don't take advantage of people, even though I should. But it was just like, it just turned me on so much, the way he was just like, yes baby, like, how can we fix this? Like, how can I do better? And I'm just like, like, oh my god, I love that. Like, that's such a turn on. Like, bro, because I'm like loud and I'm just out there, and my personality is very like, I gotta be myself or I'm not gonna be okay, bitch. Like, that's just the real. I gotta be myself. I gotta show up as my authentic self. I just gotta say whatever the fuck is on my mind. If I don't feel comfortable saying what the fuck is on my mind around you, you're not my man. I forgot this in my bag. But anyways, so he was just letting me be me, and I was also letting him be him, and it was just like a great vibe, and I was so into it. I was like, I love this. Like, I love when a man is not really like trying to make me dim my light, I thought. It's not trying to make me like dim my light or like stop being myself. Like, he's just so like, okay, like, just do your things. Like, he doesn't take me too seriously. I hate when people take me so seriously, because I'm like, most of the time, bro, I'm just having an episode, I'm just saying what's on my mind right now, and then I'm moving on. But like, whole time you're taking everything I fucking say and do to heart, and like, it's just not the vibe. So he wasn't like that. Like, he just went with the flow, and I loved it. Like, it made me want to like swallow him whole. Like, I love that. So that's what kind of made me be like, okay, let's see where this goes. So the red flags kept coming in, and I'm gonna be honest, like, I don't want to say exactly what the red flags were, because I feel like that's just kind of OD, even though who cares, like, y'all are not gonna know who it is. But like, some of the red flags were that I just felt like what we wanted was the same but very different. Like, we both want a long time committed partner relationship that leads to marriage and children and serious, like, great adult things, but the way we envision it is completely different. So we didn't get into an argument. That's another thing that I loved. Like, whenever we had like serious discussions that made us realize that we just weren't like, we weren't like compatible for like long term, was that we would talk about it, but we wouldn't argue. Like, it wouldn't be like it just wouldn't be bad vibes. You know what I'm saying? And I loved that, because I'm like, this is great, this is healthy, it feels good, and I feel comfortable enough to communicate my worries and whatever I want to communicate, and I just know that it's like, it's just good vibes. Like, he said exactly what he wanted, I said exactly what I wanted, and we just moved on, you know? So boom. So yeah, we both want the same things, but they looked completely differently. So for me personally, I don't see myself being in a relationship, especially a marriage, a commitment where we're together and we're living under the same roof, and I'm fucking you and I'm cooking for you and I'm cleaning and I'm doing all of these things, and I'm still paying bills. Like, honestly, like, so you want me to be your sex slave, and then you also want me to pay half of it? Like, that started throwing me off. And the way he said it too was funny, because it was like, the way he presented himself, he did not give those vibes at first at all, which is why, like, I feel like I was like, okay, I was like opening up a little bit to like seeing where it was going. I was like, okay, I could potentially okay, I could potentially okay, I could potentially I could potentially like this person. Potentially I could I was like, I could potentially like this person, you know what I'm saying? But every time we would have these conversations, especially like about kids and relationships, and like not relationships, but like something serious, like long term, we both knew, like, we both were like, there's no fucking future in this. Like, we both, because we just didn't see it the same. So he was like, oh, and the way and mind you, this conversation was on Valentine's Day. He was like, oh, I want more of a partnership. And in my head, I'm like, oh shit, he wants a partnership? Like, you trying to open a business together? Like, what's the word? Like, what's your idea? And he's like, no, like, I want, like, you know, like a 50-50 partnership type of relationship. Like, and I was like, oh, so he fucking hates me. He hates me. I was like, he hates me. He wants me to fucking die. And he thinks I'm this dumb, delusional, stupid bitch. Like, this is where I started getting mad, because I'm like, this fucking asshole thinks that because he's buying me little fucking trinkets and breadcrumbing me, like, yes, he's giving me money weekly, and he's like doing all these things that I like, and he thinks that because he does that in the beginning and he's gonna switch it up all of a sudden, that he thinks I like him enough to switch things up on me and I'm gonna stay with him. He got me fucked up. You got me fucked up, okay? So I'm like, yo, he really does. And to this day, he really don't know. He has no idea who he was really fucking with. Like, God bless him, because I really saved him from me, honestly. But I was just like, when he said that to me, I was like, oh, okay. Because this is my thing. I'm not going to try to change your mind. I'm not going to try to change your mind. I'm not trying to change you. If we both open up to each other and we realize that what we want is not the same fucking thing, then we just leave each other right the fuck there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not a big deal. You're just not the man for me. I'm not the woman for you. Let's break away so we can make space for the stuff that is supposed to be in our lives. You get what I'm saying? So when he said that to me, I was like, oh, okay. And he looked at me, he was like, you're so nonchalant. And I was like, so then when he said that to me, in the background, the song, she see money all around me, I look like I'm the man, ooh, ooh, yeah. So I was like, oh shit, this is my fucking song. So after he said that, he was like, you're so nonchalant, I swear to God, y'all, right hand on the Bible, I turned the song up and I was like, yo, I forgot Shy Glizzy was fire. And I'm like, hey, nice to meet. I'm like, hey, who you be? I'm a beast in Southeast. Gonna ride it to this beat. Like, I was, yo, that song is so fire. I forgot how fire that song was. And I forgot how fire Shy Glizzy's verses in that song. So I was like bumping to it or whatever, and he just looked at me like in pure disgust, because he's just like, this bitch doesn't take me seriously. Why would I take a man seriously when all he is talking to me about right now is 50-50 partnerships and a bunch of silly stupid shit that I thought only existed in podcasts? Like, I didn't think niggas was actually actively trying to pursue these type of 50-50 relationships in real life. I thought it was just like a silly joke that people were doing and talking about for views online. You know what I'm saying? So like, the fact that this was happening to me in real life, I didn't believe it. But even whether I believed it or not, I was like, I gotta accept that this is happening to me right now, and I just gotta move accordingly. So whatever, on Valentine's Day it was a dub, because I was like, we don't have a future together. And the nigga was like, I know. And when he said I know, I was like, oh yeah, it's a dub. Because I'm like, not only did you know this since the beginning, I'm like, you knew this the whole time, and you still are buying me flowers and buying me little dumbass trinkets and sending me money, and like doing shit to make yourself seem like you're a provider, but you're just doing that to then switch it up on me. Like, that's really manipulative, right? So I was like, don't worry, I got something for that ass. So our trip was coming up, right? After Valentine's Day, like right after Valentine's Day. So I was like, bet, I'm gonna still go on this trip or whatever. So after our Valentine's Day conversation, we agreed that we were gonna keep trying, but in my heart of hearts, I was like, this is a dub. Like, this is a dub. This is not a life that I want to live. And this is my thing, right? It's not about wanting a rich man or wanting like a billionaire or something like that, even though shit, if you're watching this, holla at me. Holla at me. But it's about wanting someone that you can be safe with, not just emotionally and physically, but financially as well. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like there's women out there that have no problem with being 50-50 and being in that kind of partnership, and I will never fucking shame that, because I want everyone to just do what's best for them. But for me, that shit is just not gonna cut it for me. I can't see myself fucking you good, fucking you real fucking good, just the way you fucking like and beyond your fucking dreams, and giving you a baby and also paying bills and also washing your sheets, cleaning the house, folding shit, like just doing all of these things and still having to pay bills at the end of the month and still having to sit down and make a budget situation with you. No. So when I was sitting in that car and he was telling me all those things, I was like, I see my future and it's not looking bright with you. It's not. It's looking very dark. It's looking dull. It's looking very poor. It's looking like we're gonna do a lot of sexing. I'm not gonna lie. It looks like we're gonna have a lot of like good sex, but we're gonna be poor. So like after I bust my nut, you're gonna be like, hey, like you spent a little bit too much money this month. Like I'm gonna need you to like Zelle me like half of like what you spent this month out of our joint account. I would kill myself. I would fucking kill myself. I'm not doing that. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna still go on this shit, but I'm not gonna lie, y'all, like when he said I know, when I was like, we don't have a future together, and he was like, I know, that shit, like, I don't know what the fuck it did to me. I don't know if it made me like really unlock my frontal lobe or something, but when he said that shit, I was like, yeah, it's a dub. It's a dub. It's a dub. I'm going on this trip and we're gonna have a blast, but yeah, nah. Okay, y'all, I'm back. I'm sorry, my camera was dying. I'm really sorry. This is probably a completely different angle, but we're just gonna make it do what it do. But anyways, as soon as I was like, I don't see like a future together, and he was like, I know, that completely changed like the way I saw him. Like I felt like everything that he did up until this point was a lie, and even though like to this day he has reassured me that it wasn't, but I just know he's lying. Like I'm like, you really were down to string me along for as long as possible until you found what was working for you. You feel what I'm saying? But anyways, we were in the car and we were talking about all of this, and he's like, oh, he was like, you're a beautiful woman and you have so much going for yourself. Well, no, he didn't say that, but he's like, you're a beautiful young lady, and he's like, you're a very serious young lady, and he was like, I'm not here to waste your time or whatever, just like they all say. He was like, I'm not here to waste your time or whatever, I don't want to waste anyone's time. But he was like, you're one of the few girls that when they say they want a rich man, like, you can actually have a rich man. Like, he was like, you can have any guy you want or whatever. And I was like, literally when he said that, like, he looked at me dead in my face and was like, you're a very serious young lady, you are absolutely stunning. Not stunning, I mean, I think he said that I'm like gorgeous or something. He was like, you're really gorgeous, you're a very serious young lady, and he was like, you can have any guy you want. When he said that to me, I was like, in my head, I didn't say this out loud, but when he said that to me in my head, I was like, what the fuck am I doing in this car right now? If the only guy that I'm actually paying attention to right now, giving my energy to and actually going out with and seeing and getting to know, is looking at me dead in my face, even though I'm in his car and on the passenger side of his fucking vehicle, and is looking at me dead in my face and telling me that I can have any guy I want, obviously it ain't him. You're not that guy. You're clearly just not that guy. So those are one of the few red flags that I am willing to talk about, that I just kind of looked at him sideways. And also he would do little things, like he would just say like little comments that would just make me so fucking uncomfortable. Like he would be like, yeah, like someone would do something for me, like a guy would like give me an extra side of fucking sauce, something simple, and he would be like, yeah, pretty privilege is real. I'm like, why? Literally one day when I got tired of him making that stupid, dumbass, fucking insecure ass comment, I was like, do you want to be a pretty girl or something? Like, I don't understand why you keep saying that. Like, is it out of jealousy or what is it? So he was like, oh, he was like, I guess you could say like a little bit jealousy. He was like, I just know that pretty privilege exists because he was like, you've shown me that pretty privilege exists because ain't nobody giving my ass an extra side of sauce for free. And I was like, what? Like, why am I with this person? Like, it's just started getting so fucking corny. You get what I'm saying? And like I said, it's not about being with someone that's rich or like a fucking millionaire or anything like that. But I want someone that's hardworking and not a fucking insecure loser ass bitch. Like, if you're with a bad bitch, understand that you're him. Move like you're him. Move like you're with a bad bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, he really was sitting next to me like, yeah, like you're fake. First of all, so we didn't exchange like TikToks or anything when we first started talking. So when I finally let him follow me on TikTok, I let him follow me on TikTok like, I'm gonna say like, honestly, like a couple weeks, really like a couple of weeks after us talking. After us exchanging memes and shit, I was like, okay, yeah, you can follow me or whatever. He was like, wow. He was literally like, you're famous and I'm just a lame. And I'm like, what? Like, what do you, like, I was getting so fucking mad. Like, I was getting so fucking mad and turned off. Like, there's nothing that'll make a girl drier than a man making himself, like, diminishing himself to you to uplift you. You don't have to uplift me and diminish yourself at the same time, bro. Like, I'm talking to you, I'm texting you, I'm seeing you, I'm going out in public being seen with you. Why are you talking about you're so bad, you're so beautiful, you're famous, and I'm a lame? You know what, bitch? Now you are a fucking lame. Now you are a fucking lame. Okay, calm down. I'm calm now. But it was just like, it's such a fucking turnoff. Like, you know what, bitch? You actually are a fucking loser now. And it's not about money. It's not about anything else. It's just because you are a fucking loser. Now you really are a loser. Like, what? You over here sitting next to a gorgeous girl, in your eyes, a gorgeous girl, a baddie, and you're telling her, I'm a lame. I'm a lame and you're sitting here with me. I'm a lame and you're sitting here with me. You know what? Go fuck yourself now. Clown. Anyways, I'm getting so mad. I'm getting so mad, y'all, because it's just like, are you a fucking bitch or what? Anyways, so when he said that to me, I was like, in my head, every time he said that, every time he said some insecure, corny ass shit, I was just like, you're right. You know what? You are a lame. You are a lame and you should fucking kill. it just gets me so mad because I'm like, oh my God, what the fuck is this about? Like, I literally love our chemistry. I like how we bond, like the way we talk with each other, the way you've been treating me, like, love all of it. But you know what's funny? I feel like he thought that in the beginning he could like spoil me and once again, maybe buy my love with trinkets. I'm a grown ass fucking woman. Maybe if I was like 13, this would work. If you got me flowers and trinkets all the time, maybe if we were fucking 12 in middle school, this would have been the perfect boyfriend. But not today as a grown ass 24-year-old woman that pays bills, bitch. Okay? Not gonna work. But anyways, so he would just like, I feel like he was trying to make himself seem like something he wasn't in the beginning to like get me, and once he quote unquote got me, he was gonna switch it up on me and think that, oh well, and make me feel like, oh well, he's a good guy, so I'm just gonna like deal with this because I'm not gonna find better. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked. You're talking to a bitch that's okay with being by herself. You're talking to a bitch that knows that she's gonna be good no matter the fuck what. You're talking to a bitch that has no problem, no issues finding dick. You're talking to somebody that knows themselves, that is not insecure. You're talking to someone with hustle, grind. You're talking to someone that has been raised by an independent, single fucking mother that is not scared of being independent and single. Come on, man, you gotta come correct. A lot of men like to come for girls that's been raised by single mothers and shit. And it's just like, yeah, because you gotta come a little harder over here. I don't fuck with my dad, but we still gonna hold you up to that standard. It don't matter. And it's not like, oh, I don't fuck with my dad, I can't talk to my dad won't. I'll call that motherfucker right now on this camera and we gonna be good. It's not about nothing. It's not about nothing. Like, people really get a lot of things misconstrued, and it's funny because I can tell when a man is using the same tricks on me that they use on everyone else, and I'm like, come on. Come on. I'm gonna let you think you're doing amazing. To this day, he probably thinks he's doing amazing, and God bless him, because I really wish him the best. I really do, and I hope that he finds exactly what he's looking for. Like, I'm never gonna wish down on anyone. It's just, you're just not for me. You get what I'm saying? But you're not gonna be in my life. You're not gonna be in my life trying to make me want to do the things that you want to do. And this is what gets me fucked up, right? Because while we were talking about this, I was like, wait, so if you knew that we didn't have a future together, why would you like keep talking to me? Like, what was all of this for? Like, you're sending me money every week, you're giving me flowers all the time, like, you're buying me dumbass trinkets, acting like I give a fuck about that. I'm not a child, don't buy me toys. I'm not a fucking kid, don't buy me toys. What is all that for if you knew we didn't have a future together? And he was like, I was just hoping your mind would change. And I started, when he said that shit, I started dying. I was like, no fucking way. Like, like, you know my character, you know, like, how I am, and you still thought to yourself, you saw my strong ass demeanor and personality and was like, yeah, she'll change her mind. Why the fuck would I change my mind? I don't want struggle love. I don't. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, there's a lot of women that are okay with that, and I'm not shaming y'all. Like, I want y'all to have what you guys want out of life. I want every woman to thrive the way they want to thrive in life. You feel me? But for me personally, I don't want struggle love. I'm not going to ride you off until the fucking sunset, and then after I get up off you, you tell me I still gotta pay half of the rent this month. You're not gonna make me ride you, and then when I get off and you get your nut off, you're not gonna sit in my face, sit me on our dinner table and tell me where's the other half of the rent. No. You're not gonna pull from me emotionally, physically, mentally, and financially, bitch. What am I getting out of this? What the fuck am I getting out of this? So this is what I realized. Because this is my first time really dating in New York City, for real. Even when I was younger, I didn't really date people from New York City because I'm like, ew, like, I don't want to date someone from here. But anyways, I realized that a lot of New York City men, especially that aren't like, you know, well off and established and have careers and stuff, a lot of them just want roommates. They want roommates. They're looking for a dumbass bitch that's gonna be okay with getting taxed physically, mentally, and emotionally, and also paying half of the bills. You know, a lot of them have never lived by themselves. They've never had their own apartment. They've never had their own things, for real, for real. They're still living in their mother's house, and they just want to finally have their own place. What better than having your own place with a fine bitch that you're fucking and you're also making her pay rent? You know what I'm saying? Like, I understand, but not with me. You know, that's all I'm saying. I get it. I respect the hustle. I respect the grinds. Pero conmigo no, papi. Conmigo no. So yeah, that's what I started noticing. I was like, okay, so he thinks that by giving me flowers and trinkets and a couple little $100 here and there every week or whatever, that's gonna get me hooked on him, and hooked enough for him to be like, hey, by the way, if you want to continue this serious relationship, you're gonna have to start putting in for our trips, and you're gonna have to start splitting bills with me. No. How about no? How about no? No, 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 no. So yeah, that was the case with this guy, and I was just like, I don't deserve this. You know, like, I feel like it would just be different if, I don't know, maybe I actually fucked with men. Maybe if I felt some type of like sympathy or some type, I don't know, if maybe I saw men as human beings as well, maybe I would be down for 50-50. But no, sorry, no. It's just, no. You feel what I'm saying? Like, it's just no. Like, no. You know? So when he said that to me, he really looked at me dead in my face after telling me that he's a lame and that I can have any man I want. I can have a rich man. And then telling me that he's looking for a 50-50 partnership. I just looked at him and I was like, I hate you. You know? Like, in my head, I didn't say this to him, but I looked at him and I was like, I hate him, actually. I think I hate this person. So after that, I was already checked out. And that's just makes me circle back to my whole point. Like, I'm so proud of myself and the way that I handled this situation, because although I was kind of feeling him and I was getting excited about the potential of being in a serious relationship with this person, as soon as I saw that there was no actual future there, even though he didn't extend that kind of grace to me, because he definitely didn't tell me that he didn't see a future with me because I didn't want 50-50, he was definitely going to try to string me along until he found a bitch that was actually going to be with what he's looking for. I still was like, you know what? Yeah, I'm going to call it quits. So he's blocked on everything, and life is good. You feel what I'm saying? Life is good and life goes on, and I feel really good, and I'm really proud of myself because, like, I trusted my discernment. I listened to my discernment, I trusted it, and I executed it the way I needed to. Did what I needed to do, and I feel really good about that, and I'm really proud of myself, and I'm just so grateful for my community. Like, my girls, my loved ones, my mom, like everyone that I came to about this, they kind of understood where I was coming from. They also were giving him grace too. Like, they were like, look, like, you never know, blah, 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 whatever. I just really appreciate this experience because it helped me see that, one, I should always listen to the Holy Spirit, always listen to my discernment, and always do what I know is best for me. But second, it really showed me that there's no exceptions. There's no man that is an exception. I'm either gonna find exactly what I want, or I'm just going to be single, and I'm okay with that. Like, in my heart of hearts, I'm truly okay with that. Am I gonna miss getting dick down? Hell yeah. But shit, they got sex stores for a reason. It ain't about nothing. Like, it really isn't about nothing. Like, it really isn't about nothing. And that's why I feel like community is so important. Like, I used to be like, I'm okay with being alone. I don't need friends. I don't need this. I don't need that. But now that I actually have friends that I love and I adore and that pour into me and I pour into them, I'm just like, my friends give me so much without me having to really do anything. why would I not hold a man to that same standard or even above? Because it's like, for a man, I'm fucking you. You're getting pussy, you're getting perks, you're getting emotional and love and all these other things out of me that my friends aren't even fucking getting. And my friends cannot do more for me than a man does for me. You got me fucked up. You got me fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just little things I started noticing that I was like, yeah, there's nothing for me here. You know? And that's okay. Like, that's literally okay. It's okay. You feel me? I feel like this is all a part of dating, the elimination process. Like, you find what you want, you find what you don't want, and you gotta move accordingly, you know? Like, it's not the end of the road here. You feel what I'm saying? And I don't know, it's just beautiful. Like, I'm just so proud of myself. Like, my growth, I'm just so proud of it. And I'm glad that I wasn't like super hyped about the way he was treating me. Like, things that I love, when my friends see things that I like, they always think of me, and they remind me that they're thinking of me by buying it for me, giving it to me, or just reminding me, telling me. They pour into me so much. And it's like, a man, as my man, you gotta come way harder than that. Just saying. I'm just saying. You gotta pour into me way more and way better, and apply a lot more pressure than my friends and my loved ones and my family do. I'm just saying. So if that's not happening, it's not good enough for me, and I'm out. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna do no lashes today because I'm just in that kind of vibe. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just really proud of myself, my growth. Like, I'm so happy and I'm so excited. Like, I'm so excited and I'm so grateful, and I'm just so ready for all the amazing things that are coming into my life. Like, I feel like I'm at a point where I've made enough room, I've decluttered, and I've made enough room for new, bigger, and better things into my life. Better people, more money, better relationships. Like, like just joy and beauty and peace and health. Like, I'm claiming all of it, and I'm also giving it to y'all as well. Everyone watching, every girl watching, even every man watching, because some of y'all be fucking with me. I'm just claiming it for all of y'all, for all of us. Like, I don't know, it feels good to do, like, in the moment, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, in the moment when I felt like I had to cut him off, it genuinely bothered me. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I was hurt about it. I was like, damn, when I finally realized that I had to get rid of him, I was like, fuck. I kind of feel bad, you know? And then I was like all anxious about it. And then I was all anxious about it and stuff. And then when I finally executed, like when I finally was like, hey, like this is not gonna work. Like, you know, ever since Valentine's Day, I've been super turned off and I just don't feel like this is gonna go anywhere. I felt so fucking good because it felt like not only am I standing on business, and not only am I showing myself that I trust myself and my own instincts and my discernment, but like also I'm more than willing to do what's best for me now. Even if something feels good in the moment, even if something feels worth it in the moment, if in my heart of hearts I feel like something about this is just not right, something about this feels like there's no real longevity here or any real progress or any real like just anything good is really genuinely gonna come from this long term, I'm getting out of here. And the fact that I actually did is just so delicious. Like, I just love that for myself. Like, I just love that for myself. Like, I really, really do. I'm really proud of me. And I know that a lot of young girls follow me, so I really wanted to talk about this with y'all because I want y'all to see and understand that you should be doing the same thing. Do what works best for you. Y'all don't see how that man literally looked at me dead in my face. It was like, well, you know, I want 50-50 and you want a provider, but because, you know, our bond is so good, I just assumed that your mind would change. Clearly, he's only doing what's best for him. You feel me? He showed me right then and there that he's not thinking about me at all. He's getting all the perks of being with me and being seen with me and just pulling from my energy, but Is he really appreciating it? Like, what am I really getting out of this? Trinkets and flowers and a couple $100 a week? Like, that ain't nothing. That ain't, I'm worth a lot more. My energy, my time is worth a lot more. You get what I'm saying? So do what's best for you always, because everyone else is always, every single time, always going to do what works best for them at your expense too. I love you guys so much. This is the final look. I said I was gonna do bridal glam. I lied. This is really like my everyday makeup routine, honestly. Except for the lips. The lips are a little bit more dramatic. But I was like, since I'm not doing lashes, I might as well, you know. And yeah, this is the look for the day. I love you guys so much. Thank you guys so much for listening and watching, and I just love you guys, and I love life and love God. Listen to God. Get in your Bible, even if you don't understand what the hell you are reading. I promise you, get in your Bible, get in your bag, because it's gonna give you a level of clarity that you're gonna be like, oh my gosh, I've been missing this, I've been needing this. You're gonna start developing a level of mental clarity and a level of peace internally that no matter what's happening around you, you're like, not only can I deal with all of this, but I can also get through all of this. Not only can I get through all of this, but I also don't feel alone. I don't feel so alone anymore. You know what I'm saying? So all good vibes, all positive things. I'm wishing all of you love, health, wealth, and just, I love you guys. I love you guys, and tune into the next video. Do all the shit the YouTubers be telling y'all to do. Y'all know I always tell y'all, do everything the YouTubers be telling y'all to do. And that's it. I'm gonna go enjoy the rest of my day, do what I need to do. I love you guys.